114, to our pain. And as we look at our lives, we can all somewhat come to somewhat of a conclusion that we all go through moments of pain. There are times in our lives where something is so profound that we actually avoid that painful moment, and we develop certain behavioral patterns or defenses that we look to create around ourselves so that we don't have to deal with that pain. And each trauma or each experience or negative experience that we go through, we call upon those tactics, techniques, those defenses that we've used earlier or that we've established early on in our life, and we carry through with working on suppressing, burying our issues, our emotions, in order to survive and deny ourselves of feeling any pain. And it's a natural phenomenon. Who wants to feel pain? You know, in a society where we're taught to numb ourselves from physical pain by taking certain types of analgesics or types of medications, where the first sign of any type of physical pain is something that we're not supposed to experience. But if we look at our physical body, our body is speaking to us and telling us what's going on, what's wrong. And if we numb that up, it's the equivalent of us numbing our emotions so that we don't feel and we don't change or we don't grow. Now, everybody's naturally on their own path to developing their own autonomy, their own way, I guess, but inevitably, we're all here for a certain reason to grow. And, you know, feeling something in our body is a sign, again, of us learning to recognize that something isn't correct or right. And it's a good way for us to then assess ourselves so that we can continue on understanding that our body is talking to us. And in that sense, the communication is actually something beneficial for us so that we can really focus in and pay attention to something. You know, I made a little video yesterday related towards how we can outsource our pain, how we can look for somebody else to either take care of ourselves, take care of our pain, or we ourselves can really go into a world of distraction or numbness and dissociate into a world where we really don't feel anything, where we're trying to avoidance, or developing addictions in certain ways. And I've mentioned this before, but if we sit with specific examples of what's going on in our life right now and what specific emotional pain we're feeling, then we can really look to address or focus in on that with intention, and not giving it to somebody else and not looking for excuses, but to be able to just sit within the emotion, to sit within the feeling, and from that point, move forward and reach a place where we can show ourselves that we can do the difficult work and that we can overcome, and that we can then in the future, when we're faced with other issues, problems, we know how to call upon the techniques and the feelings that we've already used from one experience. And so it's very important for us to be able to develop patterns of resolution, of solving problems, solving the pain, understanding the pain, again, so that when we do face them, we have the potential to get through them. And so today what we'll do is, in this journey itself, is we'll journey to maybe finding your specific pain. What was the specific pain in your life, or the emotion attached to that pain, and how you yourself can take action, how you don't have to give it to someone else, how you don't, again, have to outsource the pain and have somebody try to give you all the excuses, give you all the answers, when all the answers really lie within yourself and require you and require me and all of us to do work. And so we'll journey today to whatever spirit animal, whatever information comes through to you. Remember, the journeys themselves are ways in which, when I'm drumming, it puts your mind in a more relaxed state, and then through that you're able to see and feel and receive more information that can guide you to getting information for whatever the subject may be. And so the shamanic journeys, any type of music like a meditation, is a way of the mind calming itself down. Okay, so get in a comfortable place where you can either sit or lie down. And what we'll do is we'll go on the journey like we've done in the past. If you could lie down or sit up with your eyes closed, covering your eyes, it would be more beneficial. And we will go on Shamanic Journey number 114. Number 114. Okay, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And let's go on our journey. Into the forest. Looking all over the place, up and down and left and right. Seeing all of nature's beauty. Walking amongst the trees. Taking a deep breath in and smelling the forest air. And as we walk along the path up ahead, we see an opening into a little cave. And as we reach that cave, we use our hands to navigate through the darkness. Taking step by step and looking up ahead to the opening where the light shines through from the other side. And as we make it to the opening, we find ourselves walking on a new trail. As we continue on that trail, we take a deep breath in. And as we walk to the right, we hear a noise. And we look in that direction and see a spirit animal. What animal do you see? And as you continue, you approach the spirit animal as it approaches you. And you think about the question as it relates to the pain and your way of handling those situations in your life. And you listen for the answers from your spirit animal. breath in and exhale. And thank your spirit animal for passing any information to you. Take a deep breath in and you head back for the cave, following the path for the opening. Using your hands to navigate through the darkness. Seeing the light on the other side as you exit the cave. And you find yourself back on the original path. The sun shines in your face as you take another deep breath. Up ahead to the right is an oak tree. You stop in front of the tree and place your arms around it. You can feel the exchange as the tree absorbs the positive ions and neutralizes your energy. You scan the tree and thank it for this offering. You take a deep breath in and release your hands as you continue on the path and out of the forest. Okay, take a deep breath in and exhale. Taking a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Moving your fingers and moving your toes. Coming back into your body. As you take a deep breath in, you shrug your shoulders, and when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. Okay, this was Shamanic Journey number 114, 2-hour pain. And as I mentioned at the opening, we all go through experiences in our life where we have pain, whether it be physical or emotional. And I've mentioned this earlier in other journeys that naturally our emotions sometimes cause physical pain. And physical pain is what we focus in on and look for somebody to take care of that. We outsource it to the medical world, where we look for ways probably where somebody can take care of us rather than we taking care of ourselves. And initially, maybe it's the emotions that we're not taking care of. On a positive note, right? When we have pain, and we choose to live with it and deal with it, it can turn into something that becomes our gift, where the wound itself that we go through, the pain we go through, we can turn it into creativity. And that creativity, we can find outlets for that, such as writing, painting, creating, speaking, building, and learning from our experiences so that in essence we can become the teacher towards others and help them. And in the process of us doing that, we learn how to handle ourselves better, learn how to handle our pain better, and then we wind up becoming an example for others. And so our pain can be a real springboard for our own personal growth, and it could be a teacher for others as well as ourselves, right? Because when we teach somebody something, we're really teaching ourselves something. I found that to be true as a teacher in my life, as a physical education teacher, as a person who tried to incorporate or give certain experiences from my own personal wisdom that I learned. And so I'm sure you as well can do that, since most of you who are here are at a frequency where you're on that wavelength. All right. I just wanted to thank you for joining me if you were here live. And if you don't catch it live, you can catch the replay. Also, on my website, if anybody's interested in a 15-minute Akashic record reading where you ask 1 or 2 questions, and usually I get information when I open up your records that I could pass on to you. But if there are any questions thereafter, you can check it out. It's a 15-minute reading, a holiday special. And I'd love to do the work for you if you're interested in getting information for you and helping you out. All right. Hope you have a great week ahead, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Take care.